I think all these influencers are lying about being rich. I'm almost at 1 million followers. Broke. Broke as fuck.
We know that the recession is here because these influencers at Coachella look like
So a lot of these influencers and people nowadays, they take their quick little money, they spend it all, and they have a Lambo, and then they're broke in 6 months.
Yes, I make $400,000 a week, but if you want, you can buy my course.
That is so true. Uh, I always find it fascinating how, for example, these influencers, these people that are making so much money online, all of a sudden want to sell you a course on how to do what they're doing. Why would you create more competition for yourself? If you're making so much money, why do you need to sell a course? Because they're not actually making that money. The money actually comes from the course, not the whatever it is that they're telling you they're making money from. It's like those crypto guys, buy my crypto. I got my course on how to trade crypto. I became a millionaire doing crypto and I can teach you how to do crypto. Or the same guys, the YouTube gurus who go online and say, "Oh, I got all these channels and I'm making $7,000 a month from this faceless channel. Let me show you how." And it's like, bro, no, the fuck you're not. You're not, because those guys don't even ever show the channel, right? So you don't know which channel it is. And all they really do is teach you is basically go steal somebody else's content. Like literally just steal somebody's script, use AI to rewrite it, and then recreate the video. Like that's literally what they tell you. But beside the point, these influencers that are selling you courses aren't actually making money from the thing they're trying to teach you in the course that they're trying to sell you. They make money from selling you the course.
life. They're not paying anymore, and brand deals are actually drying up.
Guys, when I tell you I haven't made $1 since February, a $1, not one email.
Here's a day in the life of an influencer living in Los Angeles who can't pay her mortgage.
You gotta send a Galaxy, bro. You gotta get a Galaxy, guys. Send me something and tell me to live it.
Oh, you know it's bad when Alex Earl is commenting on her own post saying, "Why am I shadow banned?"
I say this is someone who's meeting a lot of influencers now day to day. They're in credit card debt.
Nothing fuels resentment quite like watching someone unbox a $15,000 handbag while you're wondering if you can even afford rent next month.
No, this is not bad.
For years, that's been the internet's great divide. Millions of people struggling through layoffs, inflation, and a cost of living crisis, while the influencers lived their best lives, flaunting $200 candles, renovating mansions, and floating from one luxury vacation to the next.
See, here's the problem. We are the problem as a society. I don't solely want to blame the influencers, because the reason they're able to do this is because we give them the fucking attention. If nobody gave a shit about influencers, they wouldn't exist. They wouldn't exist. So if you are one of those people who loves to watch people go on these hauls, these shopping hauls, and getting these $15,000 bags, and then you feel sad that you can't pay rent next month, well, the reason they're able to do that is because you're putting eyeballs on their fucking content. You're giving them the eyeballs that they want. And again, a lot of them, they're not making money. They're not making the money that you think they're making, but you're still allowing them to promote that lifestyle because, again, you're consuming their content. I don't follow anyone online. Like, not on Instagram, not on Facebook, not on TikTok, not on YouTube, who does like lifestyle content or does any of this. I don't care for these people. These people bring absolutely no value to my life. And I'm not saying that I don't consume content, right? Everybody consumes content. But I don't consume that type of content because, again, those people bring zero value to my life. So why would I go and sit there and watch somebody show me their fifth fucking Lambo? Like, what does that do for me? And I said a Lambo specifically because I'm a man. I wouldn't be interested in watching a woman unbox a purse. So
We're in Africa and I got a frozen brown elephant, which is Coca-Cola. Hello.
But oh, how the tables have turned. Because suddenly we're seeing influencers scramble. Everywhere you look, creators are selling questionable courses, promoting shady products, and squeezing every last dollar out of their audiences. The truth is, no matter how polished their Instagram stories look, the recession is catching up to the creator economy, and the era of easy money online may be coming to an end. So that's what we're going to unpack today: the collapse of the influencer gold rush, the creators who are left panning for scraps, and why the promise of influencer freedom was always too good to be true. Okay, so the first thing we need to address is the fact that a lot of influencers have been faking success the whole time. Because while some of them do make boatloads of money, as it turns out, many of them are just trying to fake it till they make it to that level of success.
Why are influencers so broke? Why literally this week did I get like 6 calls from different creators that have so many followers being like, do you think I could do UGC? Like, why are you LARPing then? Like, why are you making it seem like you live this grand life?
The moment that...
Because again, they're doing it for the cameras. It's like when you see these girls that are like super hot and they're models and they're flying out to Dubai and they're doing all these trips and shit like that, and you've seen them living these lavish lifestyles. Who's funding those trips? It's not them. It's those sheiks or whatever they're called, the mullahs over there, who fly these girls out to fucking literally shit on their chest. To shit on their chest and then give them couple of tens of thousands of dollars and let them do a little whatever so that they can pretend like they got all this money. But that's what they're doing it for. That's how they're doing it. They don't actually have the money to live that lifestyle that they want to portray. Other people are funding this shit. Or they're in extreme credit card debt. That's what it is.
Truly shattered the influencer facade, as we all remember, was back in 2020 when the story came out that influencers had been renting a fake private jet set, pretending that they were living their best lives 35,000 feet above ground, which is hilarious, but also is a tale as old as time in the influencer world. Ever since the peak of the YouTube days, up-and-coming influencers have been performing wealth that they don't have, betting that the payoff eventually will outweigh the price tag. That price tag included designer clothes, Airbnbs, supercars, and even renting out mansions, all as an investment in their future.
When I tell you, the money back then on YouTube was absolutely insane. I was only 19 when I started my YouTube channel, and as you can imagine, all of that money at such a young age came with a lot of frivolous spending. Now the proud owner of a bunch of designer bags.
Because when you logged online and saw Jake Paul flying on a private jet, literally waving money around like confetti,
we made like $1 million off of YouTube. From vlogging?
It's easy to justify your spending. The influencer Lizette shares her story of this pressure, said here she took on $10,000 in credit card debt in the mid-2010s, trying to mimic the carefree, fun, and busy influencer lifestyle that dominated Instagram at the time. Taking a trip to Austin, shopping at influencer favorite stores, or dining at trendy new restaurants. You feel like you have to put up this interesting lifestyle, less so a premium lifestyle. It's like, oh, I have things going on every day, don't you see? And I think especially during the 2010s, when aspirational content was at its peak, essentially dominating the space, there weren't many other options besides portraying a curated, living my best life aesthetic.
Yeah, I always found that weird when you had these creators, these people who are every day on the go or doing something new. I always found that weird. Why? Because I'm always thinking like, bro, how exciting can your life really fucking be? Especially if you just live in a certain place and you work a regular job, most of the time you're just getting up every day to go to fucking work. And this is why I think there were certain creators that got popular basically portraying their boring, monotonous life, because people were kind of craving that at some point in time. I think this happened a couple of years ago. Like, people were literally showing, okay, I'm getting up every day. But even all of that shit is staged, right? It's all fake, because you imagine having to get up, set up the camera, hit record, go back to bed, pretend like you're asleep, to get back up, to then set up the camera again, of you in the bathroom getting ready, to then set up the camera to then go outside to set up the camera again for you to pretend like you know, walk back in your house, to pretend you're walking back outside, to get in your car. Like, it's all so stupid. Even taking off, like, imagine taking off and then having to get the fuck out of your car to go get the camera because you don't actually have a film crew. All this shit is weird to me. All this shit has always been weird to me, and I never understood why people were even interested in that shit. Like, most people's lives aren't that interesting. Most people aren't really doing fun shit on a day-to-day basis. And the people that are selling you on that shit, they're not. They're broke. They're in debt, or they're faking it. Very few people actually live interesting enough lifestyles. Like, I can believe the Logan brothers, right? The Paul brothers. I can believe them. They're rich. They hit YouTube at a specific time when YouTube was at its peak. They were able to parlay that into becoming successful, multi-ventured guy. And I don't like them, right? But I'm just being honest. Into multi-venture guys, multi-millionaires. And they can flaunt living that kind of lifestyle because it's true. But most people aren't doing that shit. They're simply not.
You wanted to gain traction online. Like, just look at the fact that one of the most popular corners of YouTube was haul content. The more shopping bags you had in the thumbnail, the more views you would get. So that's where the facade began, but fast forward to the present day, and money is still a fickle thing in the influencer industry. Because even if all that investment paid off and you're one of the lucky ones who made it in the industry, getting into partnership programs and the brand deals start rolling in, that doesn't necessarily mean you've achieved the American dream or that your bank account reflects your success.
I'm not the most financially responsible person in the world. I feel like the second I do a brand deal, I have the money, and I don't, and I spend it like I have it because
Yeah, that's another thing. A lot of these people who do get these brand deals and all of these things, right, where they start making this money, aren't financially savvy enough to say, hey, this may not last forever. This may tomorrow. I have a brand deal today, and I have a brand deal for next week. But I may not have one in 2 years because the internet moves fast and people forget about things quick. But they go ahead and spend the money instead of investing it. And the next thing you know, a lot of them are broke. They don't have any money. They bought these mansions that they now have to sell. They spent all the money and they have literally nothing to show for it. Nothing. And that's got to be the most depressing thing whatsoever. If these people made millions, let's say they made millions of dollars, and they just invested most of it, put it in an account that would give you some sort of return per year, they could probably live comfortably off of that. And, that's not financial advice. And I'm not the best when it comes to my finances either, but I would be smart enough, and I say this not being in that position because it's always easy to say things. It's easier said than done. But I think I would be smart enough to not spend all that fucking money and to take some of it or majority of it, take what I can live off of, and literally invest the rest. But these people, again, it was also about portraying a lifestyle that was not sustainable in the long run.
Now it's coming.
Because what usually comes next? That's right, lifestyle inflation. To maintain the illusion of success online, you spend more of what you're making, racking up views in the process by flaunting your new high-class lifestyle.
Over the last few weeks, I've been really purging my house and especially my closet and just getting rid of so much that I don't use anymore. And one thing I realized is I have purchased way too many designer bags that I literally never use. I feel like it's just one of those things where when you finally have the opportunity to purchase designer items, you just get really excited and you don't really think about what you're buying, but because it has a designer label, it makes you excited and you purchase it.
The problem being that when the influencer money inevitably dries up, which usually does happen to some extent, you're stuck with the bills from the lifestyle you built at your peak. So you're either forced to go into debt keeping up with appearances or downgrade your lifestyle substantially with nothing to show for your success.
She's 100% correct. But listen, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. You already know my motto when it comes to videos like this. I'm going to link the video in the description box below so you guys can watch the whole video. It's a 30-minute video. Very, very interesting, very informative, and very good. It's very good content. So I suggest you guys go watch it. But that's all I got for this video. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. And if you like what I do and you want to support my work, I have links in the description box below. You can buy me a coffee or send me a Cash App. See you guys in the next video. Peace.